All right, gotta get me ripping this thing apart again. I know, it's smart. Let's go for it. 307 to 311. Haha. Got that down to a science. So, what we need to do here is check out our tank innards here, our fuel pump, see if anything looks dirty, clean it up if we need to, filters, all that. We don't really need to bring the that's the fuel sending unit. Well, this is fuel pump fuel sending unit. This is our level indicator, so like our fuel gauge. So let's get 10 millimeter off here and pop this out and see what it looks like. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws out, 5 10 millimeter screws out. You heard a rush of pressure, and as this thing released itself, and so now we're gonna lift it out and see what kind of shape we're in here. It's kind of tight. It's really kind of tight. It's looking decent though. Looking about as good can be. All right, well, that's a good sign. It's a very good sign. All we really need to do now is just make sure that nothing dirty falls in there, and make for dang sure that any strainers or filters in there are clean. You can kind of release the tension here on the wire. Just pull those back. Get this guy out of the way. And I'm gonna work on getting this out without damage anything. All right, here is our fuel pump. It looks brand new, and I'm excited about that. I don't know if there's a strainer or filter in here, but this looks awesome. And I don't think I'm gonna clean it up any further. A little bit of dirt that actually probably came off as I was pulling it out. Anything I did notice as I was pulling it out is there is some dirt in there that's not great sitting on the top, but I think I don't know, I think it's fine. There is gas falling out of the filter as I hold it here, so we're getting every little bit of crappy gas out of here after all. If I knew I was taking this off, maybe I would have just drained it from there. But let's set this aside since this looks really nice. Set it over there. And I guess that's basically it. Because down here, you can follow this line. This line goes right into the center there. And I don't think it goes right into the fuel rail then, so I don't believe we have any filters from here to there. So I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do. You guys will tell me if there's not. Maybe there's other things I need to do. But the walls in here, down here look good. And there's just that kind of junk on the top. Maybe I'll swoosh it around a little bit with some acetone. Basically just the top, it looks like. I opened this here because this is apparently a fuel filter on top. This is your fuel pump, and then your fuel filter is up top. And I don't see any issues. Like, yeah, I opened this up, there's no dirt in there. So I guess that means it's clean. Pump screen, fuel filter cleaning. Pump screen A and fuel filter B are built into the pump and cannot be cleaned or checked. If the pump screen or fuel filter is suspected of clogging or being damaged, replace it with the fuel pump as a set. Now she's cleaned as best as I can. I did swoosh it around as much as possible. Up, down, and all around. I did put some acetone in. So, we're gonna put her back together. Before I throw this seat back on, see, got the tank back on. Before I throw the seat on, This is the Kawasaki diagnostics port. So that's that. And then these are front accessory wires. So I guess if you have extra lights on the front, that's where they get plugged in. I don't know. They're not doing anything wrong, so I guess we're good to go with that. And then here's some blade fuses here. Some 15s. They're hanging out in there. I'm not sure what they do, but there they is. So if these are front accessory adapters, connectors, there we go, connectors, everything's good to go. I think I have a battery tie down, but not sure where I put it. I did. Okay, there it is. I don't know where all these suckers are supposed to fit in, but missing a bolt here. Probably find one of those. So anyway, battery's not going anywhere. Hopefully it stays charged. While we're at it, I'm gonna JB weld this sucker in, try and line it up as best I can and make sure it sits as best that it can, and we'll see if it holds. So I got my JB weld ready to mix up here. It'll turn gray and then I'll throw it on, and then I'm gonna tape it to itself. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a little while. Let it sit for a day, firm up fully, and even if I have to replace it, hopefully it lasts for a little while. You know, I've told you I don't trust this front tire for very much. There's a little bit of cracking on the side. We don't like that. So this is gonna need replaced, like I said, with the other one that I pulled off the Marauder. This is the main reason I don't like this tire. Dry rot city. I wanna check the back too. The rear isn't quite as bad. There's a little bit of cracking here. Didn't see much anywhere else. But if you look at the tread, there's not much left there, and it's showing signs of wear. You can see, like, right there's some surface cracks, so it's not gonna be lasting forever. So we're gonna wanna change these tires out. 170, 70/16. And the front, what was it? 190. Yeah, look at those cracks. You can't stick your finger in them, but still bad enough. I forget. Did we even look at that? I know it's a 16. Oh, it's listed here somewhere. I don't know. I put it in the screen. I see it. It's up under the fender. I don't want to move this right now. All right. Wait, I got one over here. I know what it is. I know what it is. 130/90/16. So you have this one. I have this one. 130/90/16. And then those are, that's a front, that's a rear. And over here we have a Harley Davidson tire, and that came off the front wheel of the Goldwing 1200. And here you get it. It's an MT 90R16. So it's a, I don't know why they have different numbers, but it's also a 90/16, and I'm pretty sure it's in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of dry rot, but it's solid. So at least we have some choices. And I think I have a new one in the garage, so we're good to go. Some of you may have noticed this dent up here. Yeah, it's there. Looks like somebody pushed it into somebody's bumper. A little bit of crack there, paint crack. It's not. Yeah, it might be paint crack. Let's see if I can push it out a little bit. Well, I know it doesn't look great, but I got it to push out a little bit. It's a pretty good crease with the end of a hammer and using the tire as a pry bar. It's not gonna be perfect. But you know me, I could paint it if I wanted to. Probably won't. So I guess we're pretty much good to go on this thing. I did put 2 little screws. I found them in my stash. So this cover's not going anywhere. So I think, other than tires, we can put fuel in this thing and see how she goes. Another thing I didn't realize, but this is awesome, is you can turn it on and pull your key out. So I don't need my key sitting in there being weird and hitting everything. So now we have, I guess that means no fuel. All right, well, we did good today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Get out, ride. You know, that's what I want to do.